Oh, I forgot I was muted. I'm like, what's going on? Why am I not talking? Oh boy. All right. Hi, everybody. Oh, it has been a long day, and I thought it'd be a really good idea to cap it off with one last go at Chrono Odyssey. Had a bit of fun with it yesterday. Kind of got a lot of my thoughts and opinions out. So today I think we're just going to be, we'll try out the Berserker class, and we'll just kind of run around and do some exploring and stuff, and just kind of enjoy what's there. And then tomorrow, or well, I don't know about tomorrow, but next stream probably will be tomorrow, but we'll see. We'll be doing my gosh, my brain, it just Little Nightmares 2. Yeah. Little Nightmares 2. Why do I keep hitting that button? That button! That's the button! Every time! I really need a better soundboard. Anyway. Jeez. What do these buttons even do at this point? I don't even know. I don't hit them very often. What's this one? That's what that one is. Okay. Let's put this. What's this one?
Don't say it. Don't think it. 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 Don't say it. Don't think it.
I won't say it. All right. What do we got with this? What's this one? Okay, that's what that one is. What the hell? What did I do with these? Okay, I think I kind of... Okay. All right, now I know why I keep going to that one. All right, so the way I have it set up, I think, is just kind of like, these are all like applauses. Yeah. All right, that's what happens when I goof up and people make fun of me. Yeah. I want to set one up for this one. But I want it to be a random game over every time. Like, from all the game overs, where it's like, snake, like just all of the game overs. And then when I push the button, after I die or something, it's just a random game over sound every time. That would be kind of fun, actually. Could even do it if I, eventually, when I get channel points, could even do it as like a redeem. That would be kind of fun, actually. Somebody just redeems the game over, and it's just a random game over every time. Maybe even green screen something for that. That would be kind of fun, too. But, yeah, anyways. Well, now that we've played with our buttons, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I gotta get used to using the soundboard more. It just kind of makes things a little better when you have, like, a little bit of like audio fun. So, but, future investments in the stream, right? All right, anyway, really not much for gaming news today. It's a Saturday. Really, like, you're not going to get too much. There's a rumor that there might be a Nintendo Direct in July, but I mean, you can throw darts at a board at this point for when a Nintendo will be doing a Direct. Digital Foundry did a 2.5-hour movie podcast review thing about the Switch 2, and John Lindemann's thoughts at the end, definitely I echo them. I feel like Nintendo is being a bit too conservative with how they're rolling out the Switch 2. But I mean, Nintendo gonna Nintendo, like, we don't really know what they're doing. So, like, we all make these speculations, and then, like, Monday morning at like 10 in the morning, they're gonna be like, here's our Nintendo Direct. It's just gonna, like, bam, there it is. And it, they're just weird like that. You never know what the hell they're doing. So, I don't know. I will say that I saw the Donkey Kong Bonanza stream, and that shit was fucking lit. That shit was good. I went from somebody who was like, okay, yeah, it's Mario Odyssey, but it's Donkey Kong, to I cannot wait to play that game. Like, it looks so fun. It's amazing. Like, when Kojima put out that 15-minute fucking trailer for Death Stranding 2 like a couple months ago, one of the thoughts I had where I was like, how the fuck can somebody like Kojima put out a trailer for a game and it's 15 minutes long or 10 minutes long, whatever it was, but it was long. And you come away from that and you're like, I still have no idea what the fuck is happening in this story. Right? Like there's probably a million spoilers in that trailer, but you wouldn't know it because of how it was edited. It's just amazing, right? And it just keeps going and going. And there's more and more stuff that you're seeing. And I mean, like, at this point, I don't care if Death Stranding is a terrible game to play. I just don't. Like, it could be the worst playing game ever. The story is like, I mean, I want to know what the guy with the rock guitar is going to do to the giant shadow tar guy that's putting a spaceship on top of himself to make a head. Like, oh, I don't know. It's like the whole thing is just crazy. The whole thing's just absolutely crazy. So, to me, that right there is like just absolute bonkers, right? So you're watching the Donkey Kong Bonanza Direct, and it's like it just keeps going. Here's more content. Here's more story. Here's more things you can do. Here's more content. Here's more things you can do. Here's my story. And it just keeps going. And it's like, oh, there's 2-player, but there's not just 2-player. You can 2-player without even having another person having the game. Oh, and you can have another person have the game. They don't even have to have a Switch too. Oh, and if you do the 2-player co-op, it just keeps going. I am just really, really, really excited because I'm just like, what the heck? And I made a tweet, Blue Sky post, all that stuff about it. I posted on social media basically saying like, that Donkey Kong Bonanza, like, I mean, it's the game Rare would have made. Like, you can see the Rare in the game. Like, there are literally fucking signposts with googly eyes. Like, there is definitely a Rare influence in this game. Maybe it's not as strong as you would hope, right? But like, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, like, the music is just Donkey Kong Country and Donkey Kong 64. Like, it's just Donkey Kong, like, there's just, the game just feels like a love letter to classic, to classic, Donkey Kong stuff. It's not trying to necessarily reinvent the wheel per se. It's just really kind of like creating something new with something old, which is very Nintendo in a way, Same thing with Mario Kart World. It's not really reinventing the wheel. Like, there's nothing about Mario Kart World that's revolutionary. I mean, for the franchise, absolutely. Yeah. Open world, yeah, it's never been done before. But like, but compared to other games, racing games in particular, like, it's not unique. There's nothing about Mario Kart that's really that unique. But Mario Kart World feels like a love letter to the Mario Kart franchise. There's a lot of stuff in Mario Kart World where you're just like, wow, I remember that. Or, oh, that's a cool twist on that thing that I remember from that thing, like, the music alone is absolutely insane. There's like 200 and something plus tracks, and they're great remixes of like some of the deepest cuts of Mario, but like, the whole franchise, and it's like, you got Mario Paint, for God's sakes. Somebody was like, hey, let's do a remix of a Mario Paint song in Mario Kart World. Huh? But it works. It's great. It's fantastic. You got Super Mario Land. Nintendo, over the years, I feel like Nintendo has come to kind of acknowledge the Mario Land series a bit more. Still kind of hold back a bunch, but like Super Mario Land 2, Super Mario Land 3, Wario's, Wario Land. Those 3 games are classics. I feel like Super Mario World 3 and Wario Land is kind of, I think it's still a little underrated. I like Wario Land, and Virtual Boy Wario Land is amazing too. You know, and I like that formula. Like I think they really were onto something with that formula. But like, you know, it's Mario, but it's Mario with a twist, right? When they kind of started turning him into like this super greedy fat bastard, you know, and the games kind of just became different. I mean, Wario Land 2, really cool idea of like, you know, he gets the power of certain, you know, status effects, and he has to figure out how to solve the puzzles. Like, that's cool. Like, I didn't have anything against that, but then the Game Boy Advance Wario Land and Beyond is where it became kind of, I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of Wario as a character anymore. I feel like Wario kind of peaked at Wario Land 2. But that's just me. I know it's not a popular opinion at all. I know lots of people are like, how dare you slander Wario Land on the Game Boy Advance and Wario World. Actually, to be honest, Wario World's kind of lit. If for nothing else but the pause screen music is fucking fantastic. You know, it's shades of Battletoads. But yeah, it's kind of all there is. SpongeBob, TMNT, and Avatar confirmed for Sonic Racing Crossworlds. I'm holding out on any kind of belief that Sonic Racing will be good. I mean, I don't think I've really enjoyed most of the Sonic Racing franchise. Sonic Racing All Stars Transform is, you know, chef's kiss, amazing. So I don't know. This feels like it's a, you know, the whole Crossworlds thing just feels like Sega trying to find a way to get licensed stuff into the game. Whereas like Sonic Racing was like, All Stars Transform was like, here's Danica Patrick. Here's Wreck-It Ralph. Go nuts. Here's Yogcast if you're on the PC. Like, okay, sure, why not? Just very strange. But somehow it worked. Let's see here. Duke Nukem. Yeah, he's been in the news a bit more lately. This is a recent era post. Given the opportunity, how would you bring Duke Nukem back? Should he even come back at all, or is he best left in the 90s? So there's a problem with Duke Nukem. Everybody knows what it is. It's that Duke Nukem is a sexist asshole. But not actually. If you actually know anything about Duke Nukem, you know that there's the Duke Nukem that was in the 90s was a parody of action movies from the 80s and 90s. Like, he was making fun of Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone and all these like super big buff attitude, get the girl, save the day, you know, like action heroes that came out during that time. Like, it wasn't until like Duke Nukem Forever where it was like, oh yeah, no, Duke Nukem's not that guy. No, Duke Nukem is the guy that gets blowjobs from, you know, sexy twins of barely legal age, you know, pisses in a you know, like monster skull because it's funny. Like, I don't know. Duke Nukem Forever is a dumb fucking game. One of these days I'll play it on stream just so you guys can see how garbage it is. It's not even a good game. Like, it's a very generic by the numbers shooter that they rushed out the door because they had to get something done. It had been in development hell for, God, at least a decade. You know, but Duke Nukem as a character, yeah, absolutely, you could bring him back. You could absolutely bring him back. You could reinvent him. He doesn't have to be the John St. Austin character. It would be cool because you could do stuff with that. Like, you could do a Last Action Hero type of scenario. You could have it where he's very obviously in a completely different time. You know, if you take a character as, you know, tied to a particular decade as Duke Nukem, not just a decade, but a particular time in that decade, and you put him in a completely different decade, yeah, it's gonna cause some hilarious hijinks. Like, take Duke Nukem and put him in the 1920s, right? Boom, there you go, instant comedy. There's a way to make these things interesting. So, no, I don't think you could ruin Duke Nukem by bringing him to the future. If anything, I think the only people who are going to complain about it are your usual stupid conservative, you know, morons. If you can even call them conservatives, but they're the ones that always scream about DEI and woke and all that. But you can ignore those people safely because they're morons. So, you know. Anyways, yeah, so no, absolutely you can bring Duke Nukem back however you want to. Let's see here. Was Crash Team Racing really better than Mario Kart 64? No. Diddy Kong Racing is better than both of them anyway. Let's see here. I am so upset I can't digitally purchase 3D All-Stars. Yes, I agree. Yeah, there's really nothing for news. So I think we're just going to jump into Chrono Odyssey. Because why not? Let's fire up Steam. Let's flip on over here. Steam. Hey, there we go. A pop-up? All right. All right, so we're firing up the game. This should be fun, right? My goal this time around is to explore more and see if we can kind of chase into some of the higher level stuff a little bit. I'm not really gonna like poke around with the crafting and all that too much. I feel like yeah, no, give me my mouse back, please. Oh my gosh. Having that pop up.
The stick.
So this is pop up on my screen. Thank you for participating in the Chrono Feedback closed beta. And it won't let me click. There we go. Holy crap. Now it lets me click. All right. We'll just stick on that server. Okay, so we did the swordsman. So we did the swordsman. We did the ranger. We can't pick the paladin, the assassin, or the sorceress right now. Yeah. Okay. So we'll do Berserker. Well, it's like the same presets. Just in a different spot. Okay, we're gonna do this guy. Maybe not that thick. A little more normal. Oh my god, look at that! This man is an alien. That is ridiculous. Alright, let's make him normal. Alright. Yeah, let's just make him normal. I can't with this character creation. I just can't. Somebody's probably taken this. Gutsy. How about guts? Smelly butts. Yes, smelly butts. Yes, creating this the hero smelly butts. Oh man. Sorry. I don't know why that was amusing to me. Especially yesterday after going off about how like games aren't. I have to watch this.
We'll soon be rid of this mess.
A relic that reverts time. To think we've come this far chasing mere myth.
Tails, fucking hell. As if there was another choice. No allies, kin. We've not left to lose.
Soldiers, we move to secure the relic. Ready yourselves. Balder, join me at the front.
Yeah, I still think that this part's just a bit too vague.
Get up! 'Tis an ambush! Grab your arms. We must find Etheldrada. I hope Etheldrada's okay. We must hold the line.
Jesus.
That's no end. You go first, Captain.
Okay, Berserker's ridiculous. Yeah, this dude's powerful. Holy cow. Okay. All right, that's
The ruins are beyond the forest. We must save the captain and securing the relic.
oh. Okay, invisible whoa. Wow, invisible wall. Apparently I can swim, horses cannot. I'm just curious if I can like skip stuff. 'Cause that would be kind of funny if I could do that.
To the right!
Wow, really?
They're tenacious, I'll give them that.
Wow, it actually does.
After all. I'll hold off the void here. You head to the captain.
Do not falter! Strike through! One final push! For our fallen comrades! Shut the gate! Soldiers, rise! The relic is straight ahead!
So it's entirely possible to skip that cutscene just by swimming around it. That's kind of funny.
This must be the relic.
Ah, so you can beat him, but it still doesn't matter. Okay.
The Void. They have claimed countless worlds. Even so, we still have a chance. The Chronotector is capable of turning back time. I shall return you to the past. Find me there. Bring word that the future has changed.
Yeah, I feel like there could be a bit more to that. And I do feel like there's definitely definitely starts you off with the jank right there, but it's crazy that you could literally skip an entire cutscene just by walking around it.
That the future has changed. The chronotector. Shall be your strength.
The running is so goofy. Look at that. Dun, 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 dun. He also looks like he's skating on the ground. But the male running animation is just goofy looking. Well, this animation isn't too bad, but...
I trust you know the way to the outpost. Head to the Eye of Insight nearby, unless you fancy getting lost.
So this helps uncover the map. Yeah. Alright. I'm guessing it also functions as a bind point. I haven't actually tried to figure that part out yet. Bum ba dum ba da da da.
No getting through. Aye, little son! I've a task for you!
Yeah, I'm working on it. Alright, so click the button. Makes the big guy go away. Invasion be gone button. Alright. Bro. Some of these levels just don't make sense.
Heading to the settlement, are we? How about some company? I am Roman, humble pilgrim of Chronos. Though I may see no more than a beggar, 'tis far from the truth. Speaking of, that peculiar clock of yours. I knew it looked familiar. His design is identical to the painted walls of the Temple of Chronos. If my memory serves true.
I feel like this conversation will be better to have in a cutscene. It's just weird that he's just narrating that as we're walking. And it's like 50 feet to the next village here.
The settlement lies just ahead.
Which is a little weird.
A sacred monument known as the Bound Stone lies near the entrance. There we shall part ways. Now, where might I find a loaf of bread?
Yeah, all that conversation he's just dumping on you right away. It's just kind of weird. This is pretty though. God, that spottiness looks so terrible. Yeah, the lighting saturation levels are just really off. Like, it's like blinding. Oh, I gotta go this way. You. It's not you. That's cool vaulting. Okay, what? It must be in the building? I'll take it. Oh, okay. Nice.
Hold.
Not another step. These rifts should not exist in this timeline.
All right. So the last time I did this, I got my butt kicked. Probably going to happen again to this time too, but we'll see. Oh, wait. Okay, we're loaded. Oh, I didn't level up anything either. So I don't have anything. Alright. Ow. Yeah, I think we'll pass on that guy for now. I mean, he's probably defeatable if I had the upgrades for the axe, the great axe, because that feels like the defensive tanking stance, thing. So maybe that's the route we'll go.
The void apostles. Even the bold falter before their threat. Take the trail of light to the citadel.
I would say that's a cool effect. It is
Sentinel
I,
of
Smelly
Citera.
Butt.
Welcome to the Citadel.
This is cool looking. This is the Citadel, a hub between the 12 worlds. Only we Sentinels may gather here. So it's not apt to speak at length in that cave. Tending the chrono gate of your planet require my full strength. Your words have granted me clarity on our present strife and emergence of the chrono gates. What are the Sentinels? Before all that, did you defeat that which lurks within the chrono gate? They recovered strife for yours? I did not. The Void Apostles are indeed the most powerful and malevolent of their kind. Their enduring presence shall only serve the strength and the temper of us. Citera will surely fall in their wake. The chrono gates must be dealt with. Find a way to grow stronger and to save your planet. The burden is now yours as a Sentinel. I shall answer your questions thereafter. I trust that will suffice. Because I didn't kill him, she won't talk to me anymore. Alright, fine, be that way. I'm still gonna look around though. I mean, it's really impressive looking, but there's not much here. I'm assuming at some point this will be important. Okay, so they don't want you going any higher. Oh! Well, that was a failure. Hmm. All right. There we go. Bro. Jesus! Was not expecting that. Oh, oh. Somehow I survived that. Sure, yeah, why not? Damn. You'd think this stuff is by the newbie area. It wouldn't be so hard. All right, let's dial it back a little bit. We're just gonna grind experience points somewhere else. And what's that up there? The mini dungeon says that I can get in here without any issues, and it's a solo dungeon, so this is cool looking. Sound effects, man. Oh. Okay, that all lifts up, but it doesn't matter unless I can get up this way. Can't tell if they're encouraging me to climb or not. Like, is this like a Zelda shrine thing where you gotta like... Nope. Not that. Okay, there's nowhere else to go. But there is a lever up there. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I don't even know if I'm going the right way. Oh, there we go. There we go. I think I'm getting it now. You know, the audio is cool at first, but it's starting to get really grating. Like the screams and the screeches across the like that sound, the wailing sound. That's kind of neat. It was basically just a Zelda shrine. The audio kind of sucked. It would have been nice to have, the ambiance is cool, but it needed more like, it needed like real music. But it's definitely cool. I like the jumping puzzle aspect of it. Let's go grind on some void. Whoa! Dude, he is just crushing him. Bro, that is broken. No complaints, but... Alright, Wow, he burst through it through the shield. Kind of wild how hard these guys are. Like, you really just like you gotta grind the void guys or something right off the bat, because like if you don't, and I get hit anyway. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it definitely feels like you need to kind of like grind your stuff before, like at least to get your base abilities. Whoa! Come on. This is kind of ridiculous. Is there nowhere to safely grind some stuff to get like a little better? This is just the starting area, isn't it? Yeah, that's just wild. Well, I take back what I said about him being overpowered. Well, I mean, I guess it's a good thing that every fight is life and death. And the music just kind of stopped. What is this? Oh, well, it doesn't matter. It's an epic item, which is nice, but I can't use it, so I'm level 15. And I'm currently level 5. What is the point? Ah! Yeah, if you just start pounding into them, you get your butt owned fast. Oh, but I can use these now. Permanently increases dexterity by 5. Oh, I got some pants. Oh, that's a lot better. What's that? And why do I feel like it's gonna kill me instantly? Wow, yeah. Wow, that poison. I hate when the textures don't load. It's a very distracting thing in this game. Ooh, what do we got here? Well, the pants are way better, but I don't have a helmet. So I'll definitely take that. It's just his pants, but it's a kilt. Of course, he'd be like way up there, wouldn't he? Well, that's unfinished terrain. going on here? What is this? Is this even part of the world anymore? I think this isn't meant to be a thing. Yeah, I think I might have screwed up. Oh wait. Nope. Okay, I can't actually get out. Starting to get a little worried there. Yeah, I don't think these rock formations are meant to be like looked at in these ways, but who knows? I mean, you can climb so much stuff that it's hard to say, you know, what the developers have intended here. Hmm. Boy, I have been all over the place, haven't I? What just dropped? Opens the portal which grants entry to the past. Okay, I don't know how to use that though. I don't know what it is for. Oh, they do not want you going in here, do they? It's a mimic. Kind of makes me wonder though, like, if that was, if you had to be prone for that, imagine what else, you're not finding because you're not looking around, like in that type of mentality where you're like, oh, I can prone through this tiny crevice, you know? Alright, let's give the chief his head. Yeah. Well, I mean, this has been a fun experience. Now that I've kind of not been spending so much time complaining about the game and just kind of playing it, getting kind of immersed and stuff, I don't hate it. There's a lot of good here. There's definitely a lot of good. Sorry, I'm yawning. I'm probably going to be wrapping up soon, to be honest. I had a really long day at work, and I'm actually really just tired. I actually even debated streaming, but I'm like, I should at least stream something. That was the promise I made, you know, to be more consistent with streams and stream even if I only had just a little bit of time. And something like this is perfect for that, you know, just stream for a little bit of time type of vibe. But yeah, let's kind of wrap things up a little bit, I think. We'll exit the game here. Yeah. Okay. So when I first seen this game being advertised and talked about and stuff, I wasn't expecting New World Part 2. And that's basically what this game is. It's basically New World. You know, same active movement combat system, same you know, context, you know, type stuff. Like it's very heavily cough cough inspired by New World. That's not necessarily a bad thing. But I do feel like it's a game that I think is kind of struggling to figure out what it wants to be. The marketing material suggests that this is going to be a different game than what you're getting. You know, and dare I say, you know, like almost like a WoW type experience. Like if you had World of Warcraft combined with like Black Desert Online, like that type of vibe. But it's not that at all. It's its own thing, and I don't hate it, but in its current state for sure, I couldn't see myself really devoting much time to it. There's a lot of technical problems with the game as it is right now, but that apparently is part of like the beta, you know, just being based on like an older older revision of the game. Things just don't seem balanced at all. It would be nice to be able to try the other classes, but even then, I'm just not sure this is what I'm looking for in an MMO. I really, really dig the vibe, but it's like there's so many of these kind of MMOs that are like, there's a really cool, interesting thing to it, but like, sorry, but like everything else is just not quite there. And so, yeah, I don't know. I think ultimately what I'm looking for, what I'm craving kind of is not another sandbox MMO, not another, I'm tired of seeing people trying to make EverQuest clones, Pantheon clones, and WoW clones, and New World clones, and like not in the sense of like cloning is bad, but in the sense of like, there is no good replacement in the market right now. There's no competition, for World of Warcraft. There's just not. The way the game is designed to move you around the world and the way the game feels when you play it is just not replicated anywhere else. The closest would be like Final Fantasy, but even there, it's not really that. It's not really a seamless world, and it's just it's just a different type of game. So I don't know. It's hard to put into words. I feel like I feel like currently, the way the game currently is, I feel like I'm not getting that like lore heavy, like immersive feeling. Like, ignore the fact that it's a New World clone for a second. It's hard to be immersed in the game. There's just so much about the game that reminds you that it's a video game. It's hard to explain, but like, imagine you're playing Call of Duty and there's armor boxes just floating in the middle of the air. It seems weird that that's more absurd in your brain than the fact that you're regenerating health in between fights, right? But it kind of is, because like, one is a visual, very obvious reminder because you're seeing it in the game world of a floating box while you're in a supposedly realistic military shooter game, versus like, oh, your health is regenerating over time. It's not as dramatic of a visual, so. Oh, sorry, still yawning. So I don't know. I just I feel like I'm missing something in terms of immersion. Ignoring the actual bugs and issues that will get fixed during beta. I just feel like the initial hook of the game is just lacking something, and then it just kind of doesn't get any better from there. And New World has this problem too. It's one of the reasons why people kind of bounced off it so quickly. Everybody's like, oh, it's the PvP. It's like, kinda, yeah, but like, the PvP isn't the really big problem with New World. The problem with New World is that it just kind of exists. People like it, people play it, they have a lot of fun with it, but like, it's a very, very niche audience. And the reason why is just because it's just New World. Like, why are you there? Why are you doing the things you're doing? Like, all of that kind of stuff is just kind of there. That said, it's incredibly satisfying to go out and chop down trees and smack rocks with a pick and, craft food and stuff. It's fun. It's a pain to keep track of. Like all crafting systems, it becomes overwhelming with how much crap you have, and all the little things you have to find and get and do. Some people really love it, but yeah, it can be kind of overwhelming sometimes. But just like that sound of like the pickaxe hitting the rock and the rock cracks and the echo and reverb from that, like, it's the whole vibe of New World when you're just roaming around the world is actually kind of good. It's the video gamey type stuff where it's like, oh, how is this represented as a power level? It's green, it's purple, it's orange, it's yellow. Like just that kind of stuff. What do the stat weights mean? I have no idea. I don't know if strength is better than dexterity for a berserker, because I have no idea what my primary stats are supposed to be. When I look at a piece of armor, I'm like, I don't know, these numbers are bigger. You know, well, this color's better. That's kind of about it. But yeah, I mean, like, it just, I don't know. It's hard to explain it, you know, but like, I think you guys kind of understand what I mean by, like, it's a bit too video gamey. You know, and I think, like, despite the really cool, you know, cinematics and just the general lore that they're trying to do in the background and use it as marketing, obviously, the game itself it's just New World. And I think that's why it's disappointing to me. But, you know, we'll see. Like, this is apparently a month's old build that they put out because whatever reason, right? So, like, yeah, sure, you know, but we'll see how it goes. I'm absolutely interested in playing this, like, more. You know, the next time the beta rolls around and if they've updated the build, I am absolutely interested in playing more of this. I think that there's something here. I just don't think that what they're showing right now is it. And I think that's why it's kind of disappointing. But I mean, supposedly they want to launch this year. I mean, that they must, you know, like, whatever magic they're working, I'm hoping they're working it, because I don't know how much you can improve without dramatic changes to the game. You know, based on just this beta. So anyways, yeah, that's my overall thoughts on Chrono Odyssey. I really like it. I think there's a lot of potential. But I think there's just a lot of problems right now with the way that the beta is right now, and we'll see when, you know, they eventually decide to come out with another beta or alpha update or whatever, right? Like, whatever their next major thing is that they'll let people play. We'll see. You know, it's just that it's hard to have faith in a game that very much feels like a work in progress. It's not polished in the slightest. And hey, that's okay. If Chrono Odyssey launches as like a Steam early access game, I'm more forgiving of that, because, like, that's a flat out admission. The game ain't done and your mileage may vary. You know, like, I bought the Pantheon Rise of the Fallen, you know, early access. I know that game is probably never going to be complete at this rate, but it's nowhere near complete. And, you know, I poke around with it occasionally. I don't get very far, to be honest. I don't have the dedication for MMOs like I used to. Or at least those types of MMOs. But, like, you know, it's still fun to log in and see the world. I still do it with World of Warcraft. You know, I don't play the game anymore. But, like, occasionally I'll just log in and vibe in Stormwind for a little bit. You know, it's just, you know, that's my little world of nostalgia. But yeah, so that concludes this weekend for Chrono Odyssey. You know, I like it, but yeah, it needs work. Moving forward, next stream will be Little Nightmares 2. I want to knock that out since I did just play the first one. Little Nightmares 2 is about 5.5 hours-ish. So I will try and get it streamed tomorrow night. We'll see how that goes. If not, it'll be Monday. I'll be doing that. And then after that, I'm not quite sure. I have a couple of games that I'm interested in playing. I have Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. That one looked pretty cool. I have Dead Space, the Dead Space remake. You know, I have just a lot of games to play. So I will not be playing Death Stranding 2. I haven't even played Death Stranding 1. And to be honest, I'm not really, like, I'm not up Kojima's ass that much. I really love Metal Gear, but, like, yeah, Death Stranding just, it doesn't do it for me. Maybe it will if I ever sat down and actually played it, but to be honest, I feel like the gameplay has never appealed to me nearly as much as the wacky story. You know, one of those kind of stories that, like, you can only really tell because it's Kojima. And Death Stranding 2 looks like it's more of that. So yeah, I think I'll just be happy watching other streamers play the game. You know, I know a couple that are super keen on playing it. I just can't play that kind of game. It just doesn't appeal to me. But yeah, I mean, there's tons of other games I haven't, like, I still haven't played Doom: The Dark Ages. I really wanted to, and I just kind of got blah about it. But, you know, I'll probably get back to it too. So there's just so many things to do. But in the short term, absolutely not Death Stranding 2. Little Nightmares 2. We'll get that one knocked out. You know, I just want to be prepped for when Little Nightmares 3 comes out. I don't know if it's this year or not, but it's good to knock out some of these smaller titles that were, you know, a little fun. You know, like you know, like I like Little Nightmares. I like Limbo and Inside. Like those types of games, they're fun. Like I like them because it's kind of a fun little bit of a progression. Like in was it Limbo? Limbo had some really interesting puzzles to kind of break things up, and Inside had very cool set pieces that had puzzle elements. Nothing really that difficult, but like, you know, it definitely kept the game refreshing. It felt like a journey. You know, and Little Nightmares, short but sweet, but it did feel, you know, definitely had that journey aspect to it. So hopefully Little Nightmares 2 is going to be like that. But yeah, in any case, I'm out. I will see you guys on the next one, and take care. Bye-bye.